See, this is a video just talking about how people just been going through it, female and males, and let's see how they get cheated on. And don't forget to like and subscribe, man, so we can go up in the algorithm. Thank you.
Fully aware that I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but I am so effing tired of the amount of emotional labor that comes with dating Black men. I am so tired of the lack of commitment, the lack of support, the lack of encouragement, the lack of money. Like, I don't know what to do from this point on, but I can tell you one thing. My interest in dating another Black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return.
Not gonna lie, she not lying. Literally, they do not respect, like, Black people. They be tripping, but y'all let me know. I think it could be everyone, for real, for real.
They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us. I need someone who's intentional in every single aspect.
Not gonna lie, after watching that, hope she finds something better, because I don't know how they do it with these people, especially the ones that ain't got no life.
I'm getting too old for the drug dealers and the scammers. Like, I want a stable man. I want a good man. I want a man that has money coming in legally.
I say this all the time, and I'm going to continue to say this. Most women, especially when they're young, do not want a good man. Do not want a guy that's working a 9 to 5. They find them boring. They find them corny. They find them lame. They feel like they're a square. More times than not, these kind of chicks go for the scammers, go for the drug dealers, go for the street dudes, go for the dope boys, go for the fuck boys, go for the bad, toxic guy. It isn't until they get older and a little more wiser that they realize that this man is no good for them. They give their best years to these kind of dudes. And sometimes they make it out with no kids. But a lot of times, most of the time, they get a baby or two or sometime even 3. And they want you to step in and pick up where he failed at.
See, we need to make a note that this is a new thing. Stop messing with these F boys and mess with someone that's actually got a life, a money, an income, something to lose. Because if they ain't got nothing to lose, they living off you.
For how severely he screwed my life up.
See, watching that, hopefully she figured things out, because I would never put myself on someone else's problem.
The longer you stay single, the more you never want to get into a relationship ever. Like, guys, genuinely, I get concerned. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get in a relationship. I'm too attached to myself, if that makes sense. Every day I see a new person my age engaged, and I'm just sitting in a parking lot on a Saturday by myself. What do you mean I'm gonna have to think about someone else that's not me? I'm kidding. Obviously, whoever wants to date me, they're gonna be in competition with myself. I'm gonna put up a great fight. It sounds so conceited in this, but I promise you I'm not. I'm just so used to being alone.
See, more women need to be like her. Literally, don't let someone just be what you gonna live off. Make your own life.
I think the biggest difference between this generation of women and the generation of women that came before us is that we will just be single before we stay in an unhappy marriage. We will just be single before we let a man come into our lives and tell us a damn thing. We will just be single before we are the only people in our house cooking, cleaning, parenting, etc., etc. We're changing the script because ain't no way a man is gonna profit off of my unpaid labor for the rest of my life.
Not gonna lie, just from watching that, there is a lot of females that tend to be single. They prefer to be single versus going through another relationship. And let me know in the comments, have you ever been cheated on or anything? Because it's not fun.
You're going to expire before the age of 25. By the age of 35, literally no man's going to want you. Let's talk about 39, never married, and no kids, and everything that she says in that video is spot on. If you are over 35 and seeing this, you are not too late. I manifested my man at the ripe age of 38 years old, and I want you to know there's still good men out here for you too. I love you so much.
See, after watching that, man, that just tells you, even if you 34, you can still find love. Literally. You don't have to be old. You don't have to be too young. As long as you have faith in finding the right one, you'll find them. Don't throw yourself out there.
So am I like the only woman that no longer gets approached by men? No, because I had to actually sit and think about this, and I had to ask myself, when is the last time a man came up to me and wanted to get to know me or exchange numbers? And it's been a long time. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely has me questioning myself. Like, am I not as attractive as I thought I am? Am I looking old? Am I intimidating? Like, what is it?
See, that's a fact, because I'm one of those guys. No matter how good you look, if you don't come to me or start a conversation, I'm not going to pursue you. That's the thing. I'm not the type to just walk up and be like, hey, see, right there, I can't even do it.
So now I'm starting to realize that since men don't come up to me, I have to be the one to go up to them. And that makes me super nervous because it's like, how do I know I'm not going to get rejected if you didn't come up to me in the first place and then I make the decision to go up to you? How do I know I won't face rejection? So can I get some tips and tricks, some advice on how to approach a man that I think is cute? Because I have no idea how to. Like, I'm scared and I feel like I can only approach men if I'm drunk, which is not often.
All right. Okay, community. This is for the women, you know. There's a lot of females out there that is not being able to get their companion, find their soulmate, especially the older ones. And this is just to show, you know, just the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe, though, so we can go up in the algorithm. And comment down below. Are you struggling to find a date?
Once you hit 30, no offense.
No.
Why would a man go for a 30-year-old when he can have a fresh 21-year-old that men look at it as, oh, she's 30, which means she's older, she's been ran through, she's tarnished, she's hardened by all the relationships, so she's lost her femininity because she's masculine.
That's what I want to ask
You know, men think about these type of things, and it's very unfortunate that women don't realize that until they hit 30. They want to be in their 20s and be like, oh yeah, I can fuck this guy, fuck that guy, but they don't realize you're ruining yourself. And then you're trying to find yourself, and by the time you're 30, you're like, where have all the good men gone? Not to you, because you ran through.
Yo. Damn.
See, these women are speaking facts. Literally, you can't just F everybody and then wonder why they don't want you no more. You mess around, you find out. That's how it goes. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Totally 110%. I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Because who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that make $500,000 a year? They hide because of y'all unrealistic ass expectations. Send me somebody that got enough to make sure that I got lights on, water running, I'm smiling, and we eating. Y'all asking for the most. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat. I can't even say it right. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat, a yacht, and a crib, and pay for your kids' schooling, your desires, your kids' desires. Like, that shit, you hear how unrealistic that shit sound? This how a lot of y'all women sound. Ridiculous. That's why we ain't got nobody yet, because y'all scaring them into a damn hole. Please, separate me from everybody else. Husband, come find me. You ain't gotta make $500K for me. You could make $500. If you can make that shit work all year and I'm eating,
See, she's smart. She knows that there's a lot of female out here got expectations that others don't want. And it's just making it worse for us all. Like, male or female, the dating is getting bad.
The older we get, y'all gotta let them men go. It's people without a degree today because of a man. I don't think we understand that men can actually and categorically ruin your life. So we're sitting down saying, oh yeah, he's so toxic. No, he can ruin your life. It's so many people today
who aren't where they want to be, haven't reached the goals that they wanted to reach, and, you know, basically were deterred in life because of a man. So when people are on this app telling y'all, hey, y'all, choose wisely, hey, y'all, don't be desperate, hey, y'all, don't settle, it's more than just having a good man or being in a good relationship or being in a healthy relationship. This is your life. Like, get in the field about it. Get serious about it. Protect your future. Protect your goals and ambitions. When you have a toxic man around you, it can literally be the end of you.
See, right there, that's a fact. Literally, there's a lot of people that doing the same thing. That's why I say, listen to the girl. She's speaking some facts. Don't let yourself get ran over, but don't be running over either.
Hey, I gotta say this too. We always talking about how men ain't shit, but it's some fucked up women out here who be fucking up good ass men. Let me tell y'all, I be listening to like, what? And what happened? But see, with men, you gotta ask the whole story. Be like, what did you do to do that? But I be realizing like it's a lot of women who just really hate men and they treat y'all like shit. And some of y'all do deserve to be treated like that. But some of y'all men, I really feel bad. Like, I hate to see a good man suffer. It's like, oh my gosh, love yourself, king. You deserve better. You deserve better, king. Stand up. I be telling y'all men, like, y'all need to stand up. Not y'all men who cheat and then play victim or be beating on women and play victim. Not y'all. I mean, no, free those good men from them women who ain't treating them right. Free them. Cause I be talking to like some of like my homeboys and hearing stories. I be like, y'all dealing with this? You tolerating that? I always ask, what did you do to get treated like that first? Cause you know y'all men like to flip the script. But nah, y'all really good men. Free y'all, for real. I pray y'all find a way to get out and get you a good woman.
And just from that, yeah, there's some terrible women. If there's terrible men, there's terrible women. So let's just get that to the point, man.
Baby, if you sitting in that house single, I hope you heard this advice before, so this one could be confirmation for you. These is the things that you need to do if you sit in that house single. And I'm only saying this because I'm so tired of seeing my sisters saying, oh God, I see what you're doing for others. And it's a bunch of good single men out here. First things first, you need to get out the house. When I was single, I was going everywhere. I was going to the grocery store. I was going to the gym. I was going to happy hours downtown. I was hanging out with my friends. I was like meeting new people with my friends. I'm doing all that because somebody needs to see me. Now, personally, I'm not into dating apps. If that's your thing, that's your thing. I know dating apps have upgraded. It's 2024. Like, cool. But I personally like men who like to approach me in real life. And I feel like on dating apps, it's men who like will not speak to you in person, but they'll speak to you on dating apps. And I'm not into that. But every time you go out, you got to look cute. You cannot be bumming it when you go out. Like, put a little lip gloss on, put a little fake eyelash on, do something. Eyeliner, something, baby. Here's some places that you could go. Happy hours, the gym, go to church. That's where the best men are, duh. Start sitting at the bar by yourself at restaurants, like, and don't be all so deep in your phone. Just lightly be in your phone if you want to be on your phone, but sit there, eat cute. Next thing, if you're trying to get a man, go work on yourself in the gym. Like, don't rely on the fact that a man needs to see your heart. Some girl commented that to me before, and it's like, why would you need him to see your heart when he can see how beautiful you look? Like, let's make it make sense. Men are visual the same way we ladies are visual. We need to realize that this is a competition and we have to be the best one in order to win, not just physically, but internally inside as well, which takes me into my next point.
See, from watching that, she's speaking facts. Men are visual, man. It's like, what more could you want other than us observing and knowing what we want, man? That's the fact, because a lot of women, they overdo it. And I think overdoing it is just not the niche no more. Y'all let me know in the comments, though. Am I tripping?
Be kind. I see how like men's eyes light up, and I already got a man, so I don't need to do this to men, but I see how their eyes light up when they open up the door and you're like, thank you, sir. Like, instead of feeling entitled for him to open up the door or just being like, thank you, smile at him. Hi, how you doing? Like, when you walking past the man, smile at him. He might want to talk to you, but he might just be like, you know what, let me just let her go about her day. But that little smile, that little gesture, that hey, how you doing, might make him stop and be like, oh, I'm doing great. And you guys spark up conversation and walk away with each other's numbers. Thirdly, I really want to encourage you to really work on yourself internally. Like, meeting a man and then snapping on him in the first month of y'all meeting each other, or meeting a man and having nasty attitudes towards him, or feeling entitled towards him and the things that he got going on, that's not gonna work. This is a separate video, but I always tell people, do not worry about what he's doing with the next girl. If y'all been talking for a month, 2 months, you need to just hope that you are the favorite. You need to not be worried about if he went on a date with some other girl the week before. No, you need to focus on yourself and try to be the favorite. And you're going to be the favorite by being a good person inside and out, by making sure that he feels valued, and by caring about yourself, setting a standard for yourself so he knows in turn then how to treat you.
But yeah, to just take tips, I would actually take some of these people's advice, because they're helping pave a wave that no one else saw. And why not?
I don't know about the rest of my single folk, but every day single, I become less and less interested in the idea of a relationship or marriage. I've had my fair share of relationships. Some were okay, some were terrible. I genuinely just feel like there's nobody out there that I am compatible enough with to settle down. Maybe that's selfish of me, but I honestly don't care. I feel like so much of my life is centered around taking care of other people and not taking care of myself. When I think about my dreams for the future, it used to involve getting married, but I don't know if that's something I want anymore. I used to think being alone meant that I had to give in to the feeling of loneliness. And while I do feel that way sometimes, it's actually very freeing to be able to do what you want without having to answer to anybody. Maybe I'll change my mind eventually, I don't know.
And that's another fact. A lot of women and men, they just not ready for the marriage no more. It's like marriage used to be a real thing. It used to have something to it. Now it's just a money grab, it seems. But am I tripping?
Why are there so many single women out here that are struggling to find a man? Well, I'm going to tell you the reason, but you're not going to like the answer. Now, this may not apply to you, so don't take offense. But if you do, maybe you need to reflect why it makes you offended. Honestly, a lot of women treat men like trash. A lot of women take men for granted. A lot of women want men to take accountability for their actions and what they do. But boy, if you ask a woman to take accountability for her faults and her actions, it's straight to signing divorce papers. But my question is, why are women so resistant to taking accountability? Like really, what is the reason why you won't take accountability for your actions? I know for me personally, because I was this woman for many, many years, like most of my marriage, I realized it's because I thought I had to be perfect and that society judged me based on my level of perfection. And if I dared to take accountability for my faults and actions, then I would be even more demonized. But the reality is, me not taking accountability was making it worse. And I don't think a lot of women understand the fact that we are a lot of the problem. I'm not saying we're the whole problem, but at least on my platform, on this side of things, a lot of men are trying. They're putting in the effort. They're doing the things that they need to do. And women are taking their husbands for granted. They got married because they wanted to be married, not because they wanted to be a wife. So you single ladies struggling to find a man, most men are not even wanting to get married anymore because they've dealt with bad relationship after bad relationship of women taking them for granted and treating them like trash. And honestly, I can't blame them. If you put all the effort in for a year and didn't get anything back, you wouldn't tolerate that either. So why are we expecting men to just sit down, shut up, and take it? You would advise every one of your girlfriends, girl, don't take that from him. But why should he take that from you? And honestly, I truly believe that lack of accountability is one of the #1 reasons why marriages are failing. So we refuse to take ownership of the things that we need to take ownership for. I can promise you, if you take accountability for your actions and work really hard to fix them, your marriage can look completely different. Because y'all, that's where I'm sitting right now. The problem is you just gotta swallow your pride, do what it takes to make a change.
And see another person saying that women can be the problem too. But let me know in the comments, do you agree with this? Because, not gonna lie, I had some terrible experiences with women. And I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna just hold it to them, but with those experiences, it just ruins life.
I need a woman that's gonna cook, clean, wash clothes, take care of the house, take care of me, fuck me, have the kids, take care of the kids, and then she'll be eligible to be considered for a wife. What about you? Well, for me to consider a man as a husband, he gotta take me on a date first and then... Oh my God, damn, bitch. Y'all just want so fucking much. Really? What you mean too much? That's just something simple. See, that's the problem with American hoes. Cause why is that the bare minimum? Why the flow so high? Next thing you know, y'all gonna be asking us to drink highlighter ink to prove ourselves. Bro, that's nothing to fuck alike. That makes no sense. What are you talking about?
Not gonna lie to you, I was single for 3 years. I know I'm not that old, but it's just like, for women, I can't speak for y'all, but I know it should be a lot easier, I would think, especially the older ones. It just depends on what man you want, because that's where it hits home. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments down below. What female would you be looking for, or man? And also like and subscribe so we can go up in the algorithm. Thank you.